Hey there, I'm Todd. Welcome back to the channel. We're back in the shop today just for a quick minute, but I wanted to give you a couple updates of some of the things that we got going. So we're going to go on a ride today. The weather's kind of crappy. I don't know if you can hear it storming outside, but it's storming, but that's not going to hold us back. We're going to go for a ride anyway. So got a couple of errands I got to run today, so I thought I'd have you guys tag along. Might as well jump on a bike and make it more fun. So we're going to go do that. But before we do that, I wanted to give you a couple updates about a couple of the things that has been going on. So a couple of weeks ago, a friend of mine took me over to a buddy of his house and said, hey, he's got a bike you might be interested in. I'm looking for a project for the channel. So I went over there and we looked at a bike. Guy wanted quite a bit of money for it. I said no. Well, I offered him some money for it. He said no, not enough. In fact, I might want to keep the bike and fix it up. I said, hey, that's fine. If you want to do that, I'll work on it. I'll charge you, so much per hour for labor. We can get tires on it and get it running and get it back on the road for you. He said okay. Hadn't heard nothing back from him. I ran into him a few days ago at a tire shop, believe it or not, getting some tires on a vehicle, and he said, hey, I haven't had a chance to bring that bike over. I said, that's all right. I said, are you interested in selling it? He said, no, I really want to keep it. I said, okay, that's fine. Bring it over and we'll work on it. So I was in the middle of making a video here the other day, and a car pulls up. It was this gentleman, and he said, hey, Todd, I really want to talk to you about that bike. I said, okay. He said, I've got a four-wheeler that needs fixed, and would you be willing to fix the four-wheeler? It's for his son, and he really wants to get his four-wheeler fixed. So we did a little horse trading. I'm going to get the four-wheeler running, and anyway, long story short, I ended up with this bike. So what is this bike? So this bike is a 2002 BMW R1150 RT. So I don't know tons about this bike, except it's got a sister, which is the GS. This is the more street version of the GS. It's not an adventure bike. It is not a dirt bike. It is what would be called an adventure tourer. So it's definitely more street oriented. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it. I've got some ideas. I've got some big ideas for this bike, for this channel as well, to do a project with this bike. I'm going to do some more research. I don't know everything there is to know about it yet, but I am doing some research to see if even the stuff I want to do to it is feasible, but I'm 90% sure that we can do it. It's going to be a fun build. It's going to be a good learning experience. We're going to go along and we're going to do it together, and we're going to have a dang lot of fun with this bike. Got a lot to do to it to get it back into shape, but it's going to be a blast. So anyway, I just wanted to take a minute, introduce you to this bike, and tell you a little bit about it before we go on our ride today. All right, we're going to go for a ride. I don't know if the weather's going to cooperate. I got a feeling it's not, but we're going to go anyway. Hopefully we come back dry, but I got a feeling that's not going to happen. So anyway, give me a second. We're going to get rigged up and get on the bike. Thanks. Okay, so we got this mic connected up again. We're going to give this I don't know, it's not the third, it's not the fourth test, it's not probably like the fifth test, but we're going to try something a little different today and see if it helps. So let's give it a whirl. I'm telling you what, it is sweaty. Hot and sticky out here. It just rained here not that long ago. So it just makes everything super sticky. Okay, let's give this a whirl here. still looks like it could rain. Hopefully it won't. But if it does, it does. Alrighty, we're on a little ride. I've got a couple errands that I got to do today. Actually this evening, so it's a little bit later in the day. So we are going to go do it together. Anyway, the biggest thing is I really wanted to just try out a couple of things in this mic in the helmet situation I got going. Let's see if I can get it to where I can actually talk on the mic and have you guys understand what the heck I'm saying. So hopefully that's what it is. We're on the IBEX today, the IBEX 450. The camera mount was already on it, so we just made it easy to jump on this one. Hope you guys are doing good wherever you are. The channel's doing great. Just trying to figure out the algorithms. You know, I post a couple of the shorts, and it's kind of fun to just post a picture and see what happens with it. You know, I posted the one of my son sitting on his 450 on a 450X, and it kind of went nuts. You know what I mean? In my book, in my world, that's going nuts. It had like 1.5 thousand views, and then you post something else, and you don't really get anything. So I think what it is people are just sitting at home scrolling like I do, and have motorcycles in their, you know, not wish list, but just those watch lists. So when they see that, it automatically takes them there. So here's the one KTM 890, and it passed that one, the 451. So I don't know. It's just kind of fun. We're just kind of playing around with it. But so far, it's kind of fun to watch what hits and what doesn't. And honestly, I'm doing this for fun. I'm enjoying it. It's not. Alrighty, let's turn this corner here. And when the power rolls on this thing, it sounds so good. Not that we're doing 90 miles an hour, but it sounds like you're going fast. Love the sound of this IBEX. I don't know, we may not get any rain. Honest. It's supposed to stop about 4 o'clock, and it is very close to that. I got up this morning early and got a bunch of work done. My day started about 6 o'clock. Trying to get a lot of stuff done before it gets too hot. So I haven't been able to do any fun stuff till now. So here we go, on to the fun stuff. We do today. Actually, I've got an appointment at 4:30. So I don't know if we have a lot of time. I should have probably got going with this a little earlier, but things are the way they are. So I bought a couple bikes from Brewers. So I posted here in Henderson. And so, Henderson, North Carolina. So what I thought we'd do is run over there just for fun, something to do, and walk through their showroom, see if there's not something there that we want to look at. I know they don't sell the Royal Enfields, but They do sell pretty much everything else. I bought my KLR from Brewers, and I really had a good experience. And we bought my wife's Versus. Bought that from Brewers. So I really like those guys. There's a kid that works at another dealer that I bought a bike from. In fact, I bought this bike from. He now works at Brewers. He's actually my neighbor. Really good kid. So we might see if he's there and we can say hi to him. Funny story about him, his name is the same name as my son's best friend's name all through high school, growing up. Played hockey with him, so it's not a name that you mistake. You hear it all the time, so it's easy for me to remember his name. Looks like we got a light out up there. Looks like it could rain, but I don't think it's going to. Kind of makes it nice out riding in the blasted heat. Not that it's not hot, it's just not beating down on me. I'm going to roll forward here. I don't think my tires tripped that light. But even just sitting here with that visor down gets a little bit steamy. Okay, there we go. Rubble should be out. Shouldn't have to worry about any kiddos running out in front of us today. Hopefully this mic situation will get sorted. Not that you probably want to hear all my ramblings, but when I have something halfway important, it'd be fun if you can understand it. What I did is just put a piece of tape over the vent, and I'm riding with the visor completely down, no ventilation, so kind of makes it miserable. Oh, look at that grass. That right there, I hate it. I hate it. Looks like it's wet here. Looks like it rained. It rained at my house. Looks like the roads are still a little bit wet here. Looks like it came through just recently here. Be a little careful. I'm not sure. Haven't had these tires on the wet. As far as a long ride, I've rode on a little bit of wet, but nothing substantial. I'm not sure if they're too slippery or not. Running the Test 2-track tires. Smell a skunk. Might be him right there. I don't know if that was a skunk or not, but I can sure smell a skunk. Okay, we are almost to Brewers. Yeah, there's quite a bit of rain here. It's a busy corner, kind of a bad blind corner here too. Alrighty, we're gonna go for it. In the words of Itchy Boots, we're just gonna go for it. highly recommend. She's fun to watch. She just amazes me that she does all that stuff solo. 90% of us wouldn't do that solo, and she's doing it all by herself. In places that most people will never see, so I've had the opportunity to travel a little bit around the world and see some of that stuff, and I've done most of it solo as far as my traveling goes, but she takes it to a whole another level on a bike. Alright, we're going to be careful on these railroad tracks. They're very uneven. They might be a little slippery. Oh. Good folks here. Sure, we can see around here. Looks like they got some toys out. I don't know if you can see those lights in the mirror, but tell you what, you see those lights. Check that out. That is the new Tenere 700. That's good looking. That's a beefy bike right there. They say the upgrades from the 2025 are pretty significant. I don't know all that they are, but they look. The thing looks good. These look like the same tires that came on my Ibex. I think they're the Pirelli Scorpions. The ones that came on the Ibex were a knockoff Chinese. I think they were called CS tires. But yeah, these are the Scorpions. But they look identical. When we get home, I'll take a picture of them and show you how much those Chinese CS tires resemble these Scorpions. I guarantee you that's the look they're going for. I like these little XR. I went to a rally a couple of, it was last year, and a couple from Texas. Rode all the way from Texas to Virginia on a couple of these. They each had a XR 150. It was a husband-wife duo, and they rode up. But man, that's actually a pretty capable little bike. I don't know if I'd want to go the distance they went on it, but they sure did it. So you got a rally. I think it's a 300 rally. Good looking bike.
The new 300?
The new 300 is awesome.
Yeah, we actually had one in here before, but it came and went like yesterday. I literally popped in. It was out of here, I think, within 48 hours.
I think I would like to have one of these just to zip around on.
They actually have like 11 or 12 pounds.
Really?
They pull some weight out. I mean, you get thinking about when you have a stock bike and they pull another 11 or 12 pounds out, that's hefty.
Substantial.
You just got to remember, that's 11 or 12 pounds without getting rid of your exhaust, without going to a lithium battery. So it's pretty hard to
Awesome. And there's the new 450X. So these guys sell KTMs, but they do not sell anything road oriented. They just sell the dirt versions of everything. I'm really wanting to see one of those 390 Rs, but they do not sell anything with a headlight, basically.
Brian Cash, line 1. Brian, line
So we made it home from that trip. We did find the rain. We did not outrun the rain. That would have been nice, but it wasn't in the cards. But it wasn't bad. It's kind of refreshing now that I'm home. The weather's still raining, but it kind of cooled things off. And I'm gonna, you know, what do they say? When life gets you lemons, make lemonade. So it's raining right now. I got a little wet, but it cooled me off. So anyway, thanks for coming along. I hope you like this video. We're gonna do some fun stuff maybe tomorrow, and I will talk to you later.